tamam
Vishame
bhava budho kripanyatava pada pankaja siddhili sudrasam vichintaya.
Very good.
Nayam galadasrudharaya vadanam gurkoda radhuya gira pulaki hridaya gira pulake nikitam vapu kada tava name grafane rama grafane
bhavishyati. Very good. So I see Sri Lilla after a long time. Sri Lilla, do you want to say any shloka?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, she just joined. Mataji, she want to listen and.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
No problem. Good job, Sri Lilla. Good to see you back. So
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So let's learn the 7th one. Okay. Yugaitam. Nimishena. Very good. Yugaitam. Nimishena. Yugaitam. Nimishena. Chakshusha. Pravrushayitam. Very good. Sunyayitam. Jagat sarvam. Sunyayitam. Jagat sarvam. Sunyayitam. Jagat sarvam. Sunyayitam. Jagat sarvam. Govinda virahena me. Govinda virahena me. Okay. Yugaitam nimishena. Chakshusha pravrushayitam. Sunyayitam. Jagat sarvam. Govinda virahena me. Govinda virahena me. Yugaitam nimishena. Yugaitam nimishena. Yugaitam nimishena. Chakshusha pravrushayitam. Sunyayitam.
Sunyayitam.
Sunyayitam
Sunyayitam.
Jagat Sarvam.
Jagat Sarvam.
Very good. All of you who are repeating, very, very nice. Sunyayitam
Sunyayitam.
Jagat Sarvam.
Jagat Sarvam.
Govinda Virahena me.
Govinda Aramen.
Virahena me. Virahena me.
Virahena.
Very good. Okay, who wants to go first? I will help them say the sloka by themselves. Okay, Sri say. Yugayitam nimishena
Yugaitam mimishena.
chakshusha
Chakshusha.
pravrushayitam
Prabhushayitam.
sunyayitam
Sunyayitam.
jagat sarvam
Jagat Sarvam.
govinda virahena me
Govinda Varahena me.
govinda virahena me
Govindam Varahena me.
virahena
Virahena
me.
me.
Very good. Mihika, go ahead. You raised
Thank
your
you,
hand.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Can I try?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yugayitam nimeshena chakshusha pravashayitam sunyayitam jagat sarvam govinda virahena me.
Try the tune. Yugayitam nimishena
Yugayitam nimeshena
chakshusha pravrushayitam
chakshusha pravishayitam
sunyayitam jagat sarvam
sunyayitam jagat sarvam
govinda virahena me.
govinda virahena me.
Very good. Okay. Manhar, you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Yugayitam nimishena
Yugayitam nimishena
chakshusha pravrushayitam
chakshusha pravishayitam
sunyayitam jagat sarvam
nyayitam jagat sarvam
govinda virahena me.
govinda virahena me.
Very good. Myra? Myra? Can you unmute?
Yes.
Okay. Yugayitam nimishena
Yugayitam nimishena
chakshusha pravrushayitam
chakshusha pravrayitam
pravrushayitam
pravushayitam
sunyayitam
sunyayitam
jagat sarvam
jagat sarvam
govinda virahena me.
govinda virahena me.
Very good. Can you read the translation?
Okay. My Lord Govinda, because of separation from you, I consider even a moment a great millennium. Tears flow from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I see the entire world as void.
Very good. Manahar, can you read the translation?
Yeah. My Lord Govinda, because of separation from you, I consider even a moment of great millennium. Tears flow from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I see the entire world as void.
Okay, Mihika, read the translation.
My Lord Govinda, my Lord Govinda, because of separation from you, I consider even a moment a great millennium. Tears flow from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I see the entire world as void.
Sri Lilla. Do you want to try reading? I can help you.
Yes, Mataji.
Mhm.
My Lord Govinda, because of
Separation
separation
from
from
you.
from you, I
Consider
consider every
even
even a moment a
great
great
millennium.
mi- what's millennium, Mataji?
Millennium means like many, many, many years. Like 1 year, now we have 100 years, like that, million years. Okay?
Oh, the number million.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, tears flow,
Flow.
flow from my eyes like torrents. What's torrents, Mataji?
Torrents means in huge quantity, like when you have heavy rains or like, what do you call them? Cyclones. So the rain won't be like with small, heavy, large quantity of water.
Hmm. Okay. Of rain, and I see the entire and
Entire.
entire world as void.
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 Yeah, that means there is nothing in the world. He sees as if the world is like empty. Void
Okay.
means empty.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you.
Torrents
Hare
also
Krishna.
fast, fast and huge. Like when cyclone and all comes, when heavy rains comes, it is very fast, right? It won't drop. It is not like a drop by drop. It pours you. You can't do anything. You, even if a second you're outside, you'll get drenched in water. So that's what it means. So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying in this verse, my Lord Govinda, because of separation from you, I consider even a moment of great millennium. Moment, a great millennium. Tears flow from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I see as void. Did you all ever miss anybody in your life and you feel like crying when you don't see them?
Yes,
Who?
Yes.
Who did you
Yes.
feel like that?
my parents.
Your parents?
Parents.
So you feel like when they leave you and say that we will be back in 1 hour, you feel like as if it is not 1 hour and it is more than many, many hours. You felt like that before?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. And the
And then
same
you
to
feel
my
like
parents.
crying, right? Sometimes when they are not around you, you're scared and then you feel like crying, right? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is missing Krishna so much that he feels as if every minute is like so many years. Like even though it is 1 minute, he feels as if many minutes passed away, many millions of minutes passed away. And he's missing Krishna so much that his eyes are continuously flowing tears. There is no stop, like rain. So did you ever cry like a rain from your eyes?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, right. Sometimes we have so much sadness and we can't stop our tears. And somebody will be saying, stop crying, but we can't stop. There will be like flowing like that, right? But here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's tears are flowing because he is missing Krishna so much. And he feels as if there is nothing in this world because there is no Krishna. He's finding as if there is nobody in this world. He loves Krishna so much because he is Krishna himself. So we all also should develop, should grow to this stage where we love Krishna so much that we cannot stop chanting his names, we cannot stop thinking about him, and we will be missing him so much that we want to go back to his Golok Vrindavan. So what is the meaning of Yuga Itam Manhar? Manhar, what is the meaning?
Yugahita means appearing like a great millennium.
Yuga, right? We know, right? Kali Yuga, Dwapara Yuga. Like he's feeling as if like that. Some not even 1 million. Like how much is the duration of a Yuga? That much he was feeling. Okay, Nimi Shena. What is Myra? Nimi Shena? Myra,
Yes.
what is Nimishena?
Nimishena is by a moment.
Okay. Chakshusha, what is Sri Lila? Chakshusha means?
Chakshusa from the eyes.
Okay. Pravrusha itam, Mihika.
Tears falling like torrents of rain.
Uh-huh. Sunya itam, Manhar.
Shunyaita means appearing void.
Jagat, Sri Lila. Jagat. Sri Lila, what does Jagat means? Okay, I don't see. You can't unmute.
The world.
Yeah. Sarvam means? Sri Lila, what Sarvam means?
Sarvam means all.
All. Myra, Govinda Virahename. What does it mean?
From the Lord Govinda.
Krishna. Virahename means?
Viraheme means by my separation.
So, because he is separated from Krishna, he is feeling every minute as a millennium and tears are flowing like rain from his eyes. So this is the pure love that we have to try to develop for Krishna. Okay, all of you repeat once and we will go to the story. Yugaitam nimishena
Yugaitam nimishena
chakshusha pravrushayitam
Chakshusha pravrusha
Samaitam
sunyayitam
Sunyayitam
jagat sarvam
Jagat Sarvam
govinda virahena me.
Govindam Varahena me.
Very good, all of you. We'll go back to the stories, okay? So we are leading Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's stories until like his childhood and his teenage stories. So we will go. We learned last week, we learned about the Mahaprabhu sitting on the abandoned parts and Mahaprabhu eating, right? Does anybody remember those stories? So now today we will read few other stories of Mahaprabhu. Okay.
Mati, so
Uh-huh.
I remember the story because last Sunday I was not in the class.
Yeah. So I'll try if I can tell next week the story if anybody missed. Okay.
Okay. Have we done Jagaima? Have we done the Jagaima rice?
Yeah, we are done with Jagai Mother story, right?
Oh, I just forgot.
You forgot?
Yeah, because I thought because you said we were doing Mahaprabhu's childhood stories.
Yeah, because Govinda asked me about Jagai Mother story. So 2 weeks last week I told Jagai Mother story. Maybe
I was wondering because in my
we
other
can,
class
if you
I also
forgot,
done
we can do it again. That's not the problem. So let's first do these stories, okay? So Mihika, can you start reading the first paragraph?
Okay, Mataji. From the very beginning of his childhood life, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu introduced a system of observing a fast on the Ekadashi day. In the Bhakti
Sandarbha
Sandarbha
by Srila Jiva Goswami.
Lilla Jiva Goswami, there is a quotation from the Skanda Purana admonishing that a person who eats grains on Ekadashi becomes the murderer of his mother, father, brother, and spiritual master. And even if he is elevated to a Vaikuntha planet, he falls down.
So, from the beginning of his childhood, when he was very young itself, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always used to follow Ekadasi fasting. So, what do we fast on Ekadasi from? We won't eat grains on Ekadasi. So, we will eat non-grains, if possible, fruits, milk, like that. And if we eat grains, there is a quote in Skanda Purana which warns us, admonishing means warns, that a person who eats grains on Ekadasi, he may get a sin as if he has killed his parents, brother, and spiritual matters. It means to just elevate the importance of eating, of fasting from grains on Ekadasi, because sin resides on grains, and if we consume grains, we get that sin. So we have to try our best to fast on Ekadasi from grains. So next, Myra, can you read the next one?
Okay. Shall I read the third one?
Okay. Sri Lilla, can you read?
The second
Yeah,
paragraph.
second one. Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
On
on
Ekadasi,
everything is cooked for Vishnu in cloud
including regular grains.
regular drinks. But I thought for like on Ekadasi we're not supposed to actually eat grains.
We won't eat, we will not be eating grains. But Krishna, and if you have deities like Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, or Radha Krishna in our house, they are not fasting, right? So we still cook grains. We offer to him and we will consume them next day.
One day like it was a Gachi. I did not eat any grains, but I offered something that has grains to Lord Krishna.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, continue, Sri Lila.
Okay. And and the
Dal.
but it is
Enjoined
enjoying that a
Vaishnava
Vaishnava should not even take Vishnu per, per what is that word, Mataji?
Vaishnava should not take even Vishnu Prasadha.
What's Vishnu Prasada?
That means the food that is offered to Vishnu.
So we shouldn't take it.
On that day, if it is grains, we have to wait for next day and take.
Oh, on Ekadasi.
Yeah, on Ekadasi, we still offer grains to Krishna and Vishnu, but we won't be eating them on that day. We have to eat the next day.
Okay, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Myra, go ahead.
It is said that Vaishnava does not accept anything eatable that is not offered to Lord Vishnu. But on Ekadashi, Vaishnava should not touch even Mahaprasadam offered to Vishnu. Although such prasadam may be kept for being eaten the next day, it's strictly forbidden for one to accept any kind of grain on Ekadashi, even if it's offered to Lord Vishnu.
Very good. So that is what we discussed. We have to wait for the next day and we eat the grain prasadam that is offered to Vishnu on that day.
Mataji.
So on this day, Mahaprabhu actually asks his mother to fast from grains, because in those days, the ladies or some people who doesn't have husband and all, they never used to fast on Ekadasi. So here Mahaprabhu begs his mother to not eat grains on Ekadasi. So Mother Sachi said, "You have spoken very nicely. I shall not eat grains on Ekadasi." From that day, she began to observe fasting on Ekadasi. So before that, Mother Sachi was not observing Ekadasi, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has requested, has told about this Skanda Purana quote and so many other things, and he requested mother to fast on Ekadasi. It is a prejudice among Smartra Brahmanas that a widow must observe fasting on Ekadasi, but a woman who is sadhva, who has her husband, should not fast. It appears that before Lord Chaitanya's request, Sachi Mata, being Swadha, was not observing Ekadasi. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, however, introduced the system that a woman, even if not a widow, must observe the Ekadasi day and must not touch any kind of grains, even those offered to the deity of Vishnu. So before that, only widows used to fast on Ekadasi, and the young girls and women who have husbands never used to fast on Ekadasi. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who has come to this world in the form of a devotee, wants to teach us what we have to follow. So he had made sure that everybody observes Ekadasi, whatever may be the age. We should not eat grains on Ekadasi day. Even if it is offered to Vishnu, we have to save it for next day and eat. Okay? This pastime of the Lord shows the importance of Ekadasi. Not observing Ekadasi will bring us lot of sins. Okay, Manhar, can you read the first paragraph and second both?
Yeah. The pastimes of the Lord during his what's that word?
Pauganda. Pauganda.
What's Poganda?
Pauganda is like a age just before youth.
Okay. 8 were very extensive. His education was his chief occupation. After that, his very beautiful.
See, up to 1 minute, Manhar. Up to 5 years is called Kaumara. So 5 years to the end of the 15th year is called Pauganda. After that, you will be called youth. From 16 years, you will be called as youth. So between 5 to 15 is called Pauganda. Okay?
Oh.
Okay.
I thought that age is called, those people who are that age are called teenagers.
Yeah, teenagers in English.
Oh, okay.
Pauganda, Kaumara, Kishora, these are Sanskrit names.
Okay. When the Lord was studying grammar at the palace of Gangadasa Pandit, Gangadasa Pandit, he would immediately learn grammatical rules, and Pandita, he would immediately.
No. Can you slowly read Manhar so that I can understand what you're reading? Can you slowly read? Ganga Dasa Pandita. He would
immediately learn grammatical rules and definitions by heart simply by hearing them once.
So slowly the Lord has moved from the Kaumara, very little boy age, to the age after 5, and he started his education as his chief occupation. So he used to study a lot. And then he's very smart. By just listening once, the Lord used to understand. He used to read Sanskrit and all. He used to understand the grammar in the Sanskrit, the meanings and all. He used to quickly grasp it. Mihika, can you read the next two?
Mataji. He soon became so expert in commenting on the Panjitika that he could win victory over all the other students, although he was a neophyte.
So,
Thereafter, seeing that Vishwarupa was a grown-up youth, Jagannath Mishra wanted to find a girl and arrange a marriage
ceremony for him. So the Lord what's your sister's name, Mihika? Gaurangi?
Yes, Mother.
So Gaurangi, you want to read? You can read next time. So the Lord became so expert that even though he's a newbie in the school, he became a competitor for everybody, and he used to win all the competitions. the grammar competitions or any kind of poetry competitions. He used to go and he used to win that. So do you all remember what is the name of the Lord? Actual name, we all calling him Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya is the name given to the Lord after he took sannyasa. What is his name before? Does anybody?
Nimai.
Huh?
Nimai.
Nimai, but Nimai is his middle name. What is his actual name?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
That is after sannyasa his guru gave him. Do you all remember? Viswambhara.
Oh.
I told you the story, right? When Lord was born, everything in the world, the calamities were gone, and he is able to take the burden of the world. So he was named Viswambhara. And his brother's name is Vishwarupa. He has an elder brother. His name is Vishwarupa. And Lord's name is Vishwambhara. Nimai is his middle name. Why did they give him the name Nimai, Manhar?
Because he was born under the neem tree.
And why he is called Gauranga? Anybody? No? Why Lord is called Gauranga?
I don't know.
Because he has a bodily complexion as gold color. Like gold color bodily complexion. He's very beautiful and fair and white, gold color. So that's why he's called Gauranga. Okay. So his brother Viswarupa, who is elder to Viswambhara, became youth, and his father Jagannath Mishra wanted to marry him to a girl so that he can take up the Grihastha. So do you all know the 4 ashramas that we have? Do you all know the 4 ashramas? The first one is Brahmacharya ashrama, the student age. Brahmacharya, you have to be celibate and you have to use all your time and energy in learning, in acquiring knowledge, in following the rules and regulations, listening to your teachers, listening to your parents, and that is the age. And after that, you will get married and you will become Grihastha. You will get a husband or a wife according to what you are. And then after getting married, and then you will go to the stage called Vanaprastha. You get retired. You see your grandparents and all, they are retired, right? They are retired and they spend more time in knowing about Krishna, doing the spiritual things. And after that, you take sannyasa. So you take the renounce order of life and completely engage in your time and energy in Krishna's service. So the idea,
I thought Nityanand Prabhu went to Brahmacharya ashrama.
yeah, but this is Nityananda Prabhu is different than Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's elder brother. Nityananda Prabhu is considered as Balarama, but he's not born to Sachi Mata, right? Nityananda Prabhu's parents are different.
Oh.
Okay? So Vishwarupa.
Okay.
But let's see what happened. Myra, it is your turn. After that, so maybe we'll go Sri Lilla and then Myra.
Okay.
Sri Lilla, read the first paragraph.
First paragraph, Mataji.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing of this, Vishwarupa
Mm-hmm.
immediately left home and went away to accept
sannyasa
and
from one place of pilgrimage to another. Okay, so Vishwarupa don't wanted to get married. He don't wanted to go to the Gruhastha and Vanaprastha ashrama. He directly went to Sannyasa ashrama because he's a great devotee of the Lord and he wanted to go on a pilgrimage and he did not get married. So Myra, can you read the third one? Because the second one is just a repetition of the first one.
Okay.
Mhm.
Which one can you tell again?
Here, third one.
Okay. My dear,
Sorry.
okay. My dear mother and father, the Lord said it is very good that. Can you move your curse? Yeah, thank you. Vishwarapa has accepted the sannyasa order for thus he has delivered both his father's family and his mother's family.
So those who take sannyasa and engage their life in the service of the Lord, both their mother's family and father's family gets delivered. What does delivered means? They all get liberation. They all go back to Krishna. So they all go back to Krishna to their home, everybody in the family. So when his parents were feeling so sad that Vishwarupa has taken sannyasa and left home, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was trying to convince his parents, telling the benefits of sannyasa ashrama. Okay, Manhar. Okay, Manhar, your turn.
Which paragraph should I read?
Second one from last.
Last one.
Last to second one. Last but one. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that one.
Okay. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu assured his parents that he would serve them, and thus the minds of his father and mother were satisfied.
So
One day
Chaitanya
Sri
Mahaprabhu said,
Chaitanya
don't worry, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to serve you. Even though Vishwarupa is not, I will be there. Mihika, can you read next one? Mihika?
Yes, Mataji.
Can you
One
read?
day, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ate betel nuts offered to the deity, but they acted as an intoxicant and he fell down on the ground unconscious.
So one day he ate the betel nuts that are offered to the Lord. And after eating that, he started acting like as if he's intoxicated out of the world. And he fell down on the ground. So, Sri Lilla?
Yes, Mataji.
Read that first line. After his...
Yeah. After this, father, my and mother
sprinkled
water on this mouth with
great haste.
Haste?
Mm-hmm.
What does haste mean?
What does haste mean? Quick. They quickly sprinkled water because he fainted, right? So very in urgency, they very urgently, fastly, they went and they sprinkled water on him.
Okay.
Very good, Sri Lila. Keep up this habit of asking questions and finding the meanings. That is what all of you should do. When you're reading, you have to keep a dictionary next to you. Try to find the meaning. That's how your vocabulary increases. And in school, when you write essays and all, you can use good words. Okay? Good job. Okay, go ahead.
The Lord reviewed and said something wonderful they had never heard before.
Very good. Okay, Myra?
Yes.
Can you read the next two lines, next two paragraphs?
Okay. Later I shall. Is that the one I have to read? Oh wait, sorry. The Lord said, Vishwarupa took me away from here, and he requested me to accept the
Sannyasa order. Myra? Next one. Okay, I can't hear Myra.
Oh,
Myra,
sorry.
read the next one also. I replied,
Yes. I replied to Vishwarupa, I have my helpless father, mother, and also I am but a child. What do I know about the sannyasas in the order of life?
order of life. Okay, Mihika, can you read the next two?
Okay, Mataji. Later, I shall become a householder and thus serve my parents, for this action will very much satisfy Lord Narayana and his wife, the goddess of fortune. Then Vishwarupa returned me home and requested offer thousands and thousands of obeisances unto my mother, Sachi Devi.
So when Lord fell on the ground, Sachi Devi and Jagannath Mishra quickly sprinkled water on his face and he woke up. He woke up and he started selling. Actually, Vishwarupa is not present there, right, Manhar? Vishwarupa left the house. But Lord has seen him and then he's saying that, oh, Vishwarupa came and then he wanted to take me to accept sannyasa. But I said no to him, saying that I'm going to take care of my parents and I'm going to become a gruhastha. So we kind of learned the ashrama cycle, right? Brahmachari, gruhastha, vanaprastha, and sannyasa. But some men can go from brahmachari direct to sannyasa and serve the Lord. If some of us have to take care of the old parents, or like, we have such a responsibility, we have some desires, then we have to do it in a more proper and right way by getting married. So that's what here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was saying, I'm going to get married and serve my parents, and that will satisfy Lord Narayana and his wife. And then what did Vishwarupa did then? Okay, you can go back and offer my obeisances to my mother Sachi Devi. So after that, what happened? Okay, Manhar. Can you see the script or is it very small?
Yeah, and I have a question also.
Uh-huh.
I can see it, and I also have a question.
Okay.
I thought that like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas.
But not at this time. He didn't take now sannyas. He took later.
Oh, but this was saying that he will become a householder and get married.
Yeah. So he became a householder for some time and later he took sannyasa.
Okay.
Very good.
After some days, Jagannath Mishra passed away from this world to the transcendental world, and in both mother and son were very much aggrieved in their hearts. Should I read the next one also?
Yeah, read.
Friends and relatives came there to pacify Lord Chaitanya and his mother. Then Lord Chaitanya, even though he was the supreme personality of Godhead, executed the rituals of his dead father according to the Vedic system.
So after some time, Jagannath Mishra, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's father, passed away. He went back to Krishna's world because his parents are associates of Krishna. So they come to play a role and then that role is finished. So he went back. But Lord, even though he is a supreme Lord, he still followed all the rules and he performed all the rituals that we do when anybody dies, leaves the body. So Sri Lilla, can you read after some days from there?
Huh?
After some days, read this one.
After some days, the Lord thought I did not take sannyas, and sign.
Since,
Huh?
since
I am
remaining
remain at home, it is my duty to act as a
gruhastha.
grahastha.
Okay, Myra. Myra, can you unmute? Myra? Can you hear me, Myra? Okay, Myra is not able to unmute. So, Mihika?
Yes, Mataji.
Mhm.
The last one, right?
Yeah, last to second one. Without?
Without a wife, Lord Chaitanya considered, there is no meaning to householder life. Thus, the Lord decided to marry. Following the indications of Sachi Devi, Vanamali Gataka arranged the marriage, and thus, in due course, the Lord married Lakshmi Devi.
So, householder life means you should have a husband and a wife. So, the Lord decided to get married because he wanted to become a householder Gruhastha. So, Gauranga Nimai Viswambhara married Lakshmi Devi. So, his first name is Lakshmi Devi. Okay?
Mataji,
Uh-huh.
did Lakshmi Devi have another name, or she just came?
Her name is Lakshmi Devi. Her father's name is Vallabhacharya. So she's daughter of him, and her name is Lakshmi Devi.
Okay.
So Manhar, you asked about Jagai Madai, right? So this is the story we read. Deliverance
I
of,
remember the story. I just remember the story.
yeah, I just remembered these pictures. You remember? This is the story
Yeah,
day before.
I remember as we read it. I just forgot because I forgot. I know the story. I read it when I was like 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, you told me also that you know the story that time when I was telling.
Yeah.
Very good. All of you are doing an awesome job by actively participating, reading, and asking questions. So we have just one more session next week. Try to attend, and then we will learn the Sistastakam. Try to practice. Even by seeing it, you should be able to read. Then that is good. And any questions you can ask me. We will also know about some other pastimes next week of the Lord, how he defeated Keshav Kashmiri. That pastime we will learn. Okay?
Yes,
Okay.
Mataji.
Yes,
Who was
Mataji.
Kashmiri?
What Manhal?
Who was Keshav Kashmiri?
We will learn next week. Who is Keshav Kashmiri? What did Lord do? What?
I
Yeah, some of you might be knowing, but we will do in detail. We will learn in detail. The Sanskrit
Thank you,
Pandit.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vancha
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Kripa Sindhu Bheva
Jagadish
Patitanam
Satanam
Pavanebhyo
Pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo Namo
Vaishnavebhyo
Namaha.
Namo Namah.
Ananta Koti
Anantakoti
Vaishnavindra ki jai,
Vaishnavindra
Srila
ki
Prabhupada
jai.
ki jai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Gauranga.